It's working. So we're just going to go with that. Okay. So hi. So I have all of you muted right now. Just so there's no background noise. So first off, what I wanted to say was, hey, and happy Sunday. So right now we have Chelsea and Allie. So Chelsea, you are finishing up prep week today. Allie, you have finished up your first week in, I like your UNCW shirt. You finished up your first week so far in the accountability group. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys quickly about is just consistency. Okay. You've committed for a year. So don't beat yourself up if you miss 2 to 3 days at a time. It's gonna happen. You're human. It's totally normal. The worst thing that you can do is beat yourself up about it, because this is not a fitness challenge. This is not a nutrition challenge. This is a mindset game. And the second that you get in your head, it is so hard to get out of it. So one thing that I would totally recommend is reading or listening to something positive every day. So in your welcome letter, I put in subscribing to Darren Daily. I'm actually going to share my screen so I can show you guys who he is and why he's so freaking awesome. That's my work schedule. Just ignore that. He was a real estate mogul. Was like a multi-millionaire turned motivational speaker. So he's super awesome in the fact that his videos are like 3 to 4 minutes long. You get a free text to your phone Monday through Friday. And it's just anything from stop being so hard on yourself to get the hell up and make your life amazing. And so it's not always related to health and fitness, but it's just a really awesome way to start your day on a positive note. And if you're in the right mindset, you tend to want to be a better person. You tend to want to choose to do productive, happy things that just, put you in a better mood. So all you can do is either YouTube just for fun, Darren Daily. Okay, or you can simply go to, and his name's Darren Hardy, but his brand is Darren Daily because it's a daily text. So all you would do is go to darrendaily.com and you can subscribe to him 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week. It's totally free. So that's pretty awesome. So that's as far as just staying motivated and staying consistent, is remembering that we're all here. This is hard. Not everybody every day is committing to making a positive, healthy change, but at some point we're all going to have to. Just need to be proud of yourself that you even said yes to this in the first place. All right. So I'm going to just walk you guys through the, the Beachbody On Demand site. And then what I want to do afterwards is just open this up to you girls to just kind of ask questions. Let me know what you're excited about, what you're nervous about, and anything that you might be confused about right now. That sound good? Can I get a thumbs up? All right, cool beans. You guys actually kind of look alike. I don't know if you're looking at each other right now, but you kind of look alike. Okay, so let me go back to sharing my screen. So, and then I'm going to go with the actual meal prepping part and all that good stuff. All right, so Beachbody, you have this for 365 days. Utilize the hell out of this site, guys. It is awesome. It really took me 6 months of being a coach before I saw what all was here to take advantage of, and it's just been a game changer from there. So obviously step one is Beachbody On Demand. All right, so they've kind of changed things around. If you've been here for more than 2 weeks, this looks very different now. If you're just joining, this is probably all that you have now known. So at the top, it's going to list workout programs by trainers and then just how this site works. This is more so the technical side of things. So biggest things about this that I want you guys to just always go to every day is just the workout programs. If you don't have a program that you are currently following, I would suggest playing around with some of the workouts, or more than that, I did upload a list of, and I can actually show you them here, a list of workouts that you can do so that you can try out every program in a month. So that by the end of your first month, remember you have this for a year, you can figure out, okay, what program do I like best? So it would start off with Core de Force, which is the kickboxing program, 21 Day Fix, which is the basic Beachbody program. It's probably the one that you're most familiar with because it has yoga, Pilates, strength training, cardio, a good mixture of everything. T25 is very similar to Insanity Max or Insanity, except it's a little lower impact, which is kind of nice. So if you're somebody that's not a huge jumper, you might have some knee issues, maybe your ankles, don't have a lot of flexibility, T25 is a great route to go. So again, I have uploaded all of these into both the prep week and the actual accountability group so that you can try these all out if you're not 100% sure of what route you want to go right now. So how to try out those workouts. You would go to workout programs and you could just simply scroll through here and see all of the different programs that are listed. What's nice is it's going to tell you how long the program is and how long the workouts on average are. So Core de Force, some of the workouts are 27 minutes, some of them are 35. At max, they're 40. So on average, that's what they are. These bars down here are going to show you the intensity level of this, so who the program is best designed for. Okay, so I definitely encourage you to kind of just scroll through here, figure out what program you want to start with. And if you're not sure, all I want you to do is reach out to me. Let me know what your 30-day goals are. And based on those goals, depending on how big they are, that's going to determine if you're going to start off with one program or if we want to do a hybrid, aka a mixture of two. Okay, so other than that, I'm just going to click on this one for fun because this is the one that I'm doing. Every program is laid out the exact same way. So whether this says 21 Day Fix, Core de Force, Insanity, P90, everything is going to be listed the same way underneath here. The information is just going to change based on the program. Again, it's going to tell you the program length, how long on average the workouts are, what the style of it is, and the level of intensity or the level of fitness experience that you should have. Again, there's a modifier in basically every workout, which is super awesome. So what you want to start with is always program materials first. So what's nice is that before this all access, I'm going to actually stop sharing this real quick so I can see you. Before the all access, people were just buying one program. Okay, so most of you got the all access. It was either at $160 or $199. Okay, before that, people were only getting one program for $160. So just to show you the insane value that you have in having every program for a year for $160 is just effing insane. It's crazy. So if you were nervous about that price, imagine if you only got one program. The difference, though, is that when you got one program, you actually got the materials in hard copy. Okay? With this now, you just have it all digital. But you can still print everything out. So, as you can see, I have the Hammer and Chisel workout calendar printed. I highly encourage you to print out your workout calendars. It is scientifically proven that we get enjoyment, we feel more success when we are physically crossing things off on a day-to-day basis. If you're anything like me, sometimes you will write something down just to cross it off. Okay, I know that I do that sometimes, but I'm also crazy. So I'm going to go back to share my screen with you guys. So every program is going to show you a quick start guide. Every quick start is different based on the program. So for this is building your own masterpiece physique. Since this program is kind of designed towards somebody who's looking to either compete in a bikini competition or strength training competition of some sort, it's going to give you this quick start. The biggest difference there is that you're going to be eating chicken, vegetables, and a sweet potato or rice every day. It's boring. It's not my goals, but maybe that's what yours are right now. So it's nice that you kind of have a quick start guide if you really want to kick ass and run with that program. More than that, you're going to have a workout calendar for every program. Okay, so whatever program you want to start with, I encourage you to print it out. So for me right now, I am doing a mixture of the three, let me show you this, the 3-week yoga retreat. So I have the calendar printed out. I also have the 21-day fix extreme printed out. That one's a little bit more basic. And then hammer and chisel printed out. So every day I can cross them off. If you want to do 2 programs, there's a couple ways that you can go about it. For me, personally, I want to do yoga every day because I'm the least flexible person out there. Okay, so I want to do it every day. I'm not doing 3 workouts a day. But the nice thing is that generally I was doing about an hour workout prior to working out from home. Keep in mind, I have not been in a gym in 8.5 months. So if any photo I've ever posted and you thought, I want that strength, or I want that confidence, I didn't do it in a gym. And I'm a personal trainer and I managed a gym. So to be able to tell you that, if you bust ass, if you are consistent and stick with this, you will see results. You just have to trust the process, just if you were in the gym. All right? So just to print it out, guys, it's super simple. All you're going to do is click on it and then just control print or file print, whatever your computer is. And bear with me, my computer kind of hates me with all the tabs that I have open. Okay, so here's the program right here, and all you would do is just cross it off as you go. Make sure, though, just be careful. There's a Spanish and a French version below, so you don't waste all of your ink. Okay, so other than the calendars, what you're also going to get is a worksheet. Now, this is going to be different in every program because for this program, this is a strength training bodybuilding program. Okay, so it's going to have you list down what your weights were, how long you were able to do that exercise. Obviously, if you're doing kickboxing, it's not going to have reps and sets listed out. Go ahead. You're going to need the charger for that. It's in here somewhere. In here. Same thing with every other program. You're going to have a program and nutrition guide. Please, please, please read over this. This is your life saver, okay? So scrolling down through here, and I'm just showing you this one for an example. It's going to explain exactly what the program is about. Every program is going to be set up the same exact way. Every program is going to have you answer or fill out a little quiz. This quiz is going to determine where your starting point is, what are your goals, and then from there it's going to determine how many containers are you allotted to have each day. Remember, you're not counting calories, okay? Coming from somebody that had an eating disorder for 5 years, I do not encourage you to have the MyFitnessPal tracker app. I think it's ridiculous. I don't even think that it works. I think it's extremely time consuming and it just leads toward obsessive behaviors. Honestly, you can also enter in that you had 1 slice of turkey and 1 slice of cheese, and it can be anywhere from 20 calories to 4,000 calories. Obviously, most of us are going to pick the 20-calorie option, so you're not really hitting your goals that way. What I want you to do instead is focus on eating a whole nutrition, balanced diet. And by diet, I don't mean restricting yourself. Diet just meaning like what you're eating on a daily basis. Okay? So as you go down through here, it's going to ask what your total score was. Mine today was a 4. Okay? So I am eating about 2,100 to 2,400 calories a day. Some days it's really hard for me to get in all of those containers, but I do my best. What you don't want to do is, if you are consistently not able to eat as much food as the bracket you fall into, just drop down 1. It's not the end of the world. With that being said, if you feel that what bracket you have fallen into is not enough, jump up 1. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Remember, you're here for a year and you're making a lot of changes. You will be surprised though, because you might think to yourself like, wow, 1,500, 1,800 calories, like that's not a lot of food at all. But that's because what most of us were eating, 1,500 to 1,800 calories worth of food, it wasn't food. It was food-like stuff. Okay, so there were no nutrients in it, or very few nutrients in it. That is fuel for your body. If your body cannot recognize something as a carb, a protein, fat, or fiber, it's not going to be absorbed into your body, which means that it's going to go right through you, which is why you're typically hungry, which is why things like the Special K diet or those 100-calorie packs end up turning into 800-calorie packs, at least for me personally. Okay, so what you want to do is you can actually print this out if you want to. Again, when you go to print it out, you can just print it off like page number 5. You don't have to print out the whole thing if you don't want to. Again, here's the calendars. It's going to explain if you need any equipment. This is totally optional. I definitely want you to be taking weekly progress photos in the Fit and Lean accountability group. So once you finish prep week and you are in the official accountability group, there is a weekly progress photo album. Okay? No one is here judging you. It's a private space. This is for you only. People are not going through those photo albums and making fun of you. Remember, everyone is nervous at some point to share this stuff, but it's so important to take them because when, not if, but when you have that banging transformation, you're going to look back and be so pissed off that you didn't take those before photos to show everyone, look what I did. All right? So you can totally take your measurements if you want to. You will see these results faster than the number on the scale. Okay? Going off of that on a tangent super quick. Let me just scroll down through here super quick until I get to this point. If you are doing a strength training program, keep in mind that the scale is probably going to go up in your first 7 to 10 days. The reason being is that we're women and our bodies are just awesome and love to do that to us and stress us out. But cortisol is stress. That affects our weight insanely more than it affects men. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind too. So don't stress out about the number on the scale. I don't really encourage you to step on the scale, but if it's something that is important to you, take it with a grain of salt. Okay, you could just be retaining a lot of water weight. Also, the first time, like the first 7 to 10 days that you're doing a strength training program, meaning you are holding weights in your hands, your muscles will swell up. They're going to swell up. It's something that you're probably not used to doing and not used to doing at least consistently. Give your body a chance to adjust to the changes that you're making. All right? Something that also might happen is because you are going to be eating a whole food diet, meaning you're eating fruits and vegetables as your snacks, as your meals. You're not reaching for granola bars that are just sugar, okay? Ignore my family. You're not going to be reaching for things like that. So you're going to be retaining more water weight because 90% of a vegetable is water, okay? And fiber. So you're going to be feeling a little bit fuller. Give yourself a chance to adjust to these changes. Your body is a system. I know that most of us don't look at it like that, but just because we're not educated. We weren't taught to look at it like that. We were taught to look at calories, or at the very least, the fat content in something. That's the last thing I want you guys to look at. And for a lot of us right now, we might not have kids. Okay, we're all kind of young. This is a lifestyle change. So you want to look at it just like you're eating things that grow out of the ground. You're eating food that are ingredients versus food that has ingredients. And when you do that, these containers are so simple to use and implement in your day. Okay? More than that, don't get all like nervous. Okay, your friends want to go out to dinner one night. Don't like have an emotional breakdown and freak the hell out because it's like, well, I can't take my containers in public. I'll look like a crazy person. Just, if you've been doing this for a week, first off, it's important to tell the people in your life that this is something that's really important to you. It's really vital that you do that. Because otherwise, if you start hiding this, if you start making excuses and kind of feel maybe embarrassed about what you're doing, your friends are going to think that you're not as serious about this, and then they're going to start talking down about it. Like, well, girl, if you're not serious, like, just don't do it. So try not to get into that habit. If you're going out with friends, I just have a compromise. That's how I do things. Okay. If I know that I'm going out drinking, I try not to have too many carbs that day because alcohol is carbs. Okay. That's really all I do. I don't not eat. You need to eat every single day. All right. More than that, you definitely want to start incorporating Shakeology on a daily basis. Regardless of whether or not you continue on with it after the 30 days, which of course I would encourage you to do so, but at the very least, why it's so vital to the first 30 days of you starting something, Shakeology is going to help your body adjust to all of these changes. What it does is it pretty much helps to reset your taste buds, your digestive tract, and your blood sugar levels or your blood glucose levels. So what it does, without getting all sciencey and stuff on you, is it's going to help flush out your system. So for the first 4 to 5 days, not everyone has the same experience. Why? Well, we don't all have the same body. So everything's going to affect everyone differently. With that being said, the worst thing you can do is drink it and then skip a day. Drink it and then skip 2 days. Okay? Get consistent with it. It's just like when your doctor prescribes you medication for strep throat. You don't take it one day and think, oh, I'm fine. No, they tell you to take the rest of the prescription, right? You want to do the same thing with Shakeology. Also, what I mean by it's going to reset your taste buds. We live in America. We're the only country in the world where GMOs are actually legal, which blows my mind. Okay? So what that means is that most of the foods that we are eating and what we find to be sweet, to be salty, to taste good, are just filled with a bunch of fillers and preservatives to make it taste that way. So our bodies don't know what real food tastes like anymore. All right? We were not born creatures that ate Splenda and Sweet and Low and diet sodas and thought that tasted good. Okay? It was all stuff that we've just adjusted to over time. So if we can get that way, we can also undo those habits as well. The best thing you can do for yourself is to just stay consistent with it. For me personally, the biggest differences that I've seen in Shakeology, and I've been drinking it every day for 19 months, every day, even in Mexico. I had to because tacos and tequila will kill you. Not kill you, but you don't look at that great in a swimsuit after that. So what it's done for me personally, I have the biggest sweet tooth of anyone you will ever meet. Anyone you will ever meet. I crave chocolate when I wake up, in the middle of the afternoon, and at night. And I know that it's bad and it's something I don't want to crave anymore. So I drink chocolate Shakeology. Strawberry's great. Cafe latte's awesome, but I need my chocolate fix. And it's nice. You might have wondered, why does Shakeology only come in chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, cafe latte, and not cookie dough, cake batter, cookies and cream? Well, you don't find that shit in nature, guys. That's why. Chocolate comes from the cacao bean. Cafe latte, the coffee bean. Vanilla bean, strawberries. That is why. So Shakeology really is an awesome product. It really is unlike anything out there. I can go into many more details with you, but for right now, try to have it every single day. We will talk about it later on down the road once you've had it for about 2.5, 3 weeks to see how you're feeling with it. So I'm going to go back here to calorie chart. Again, why it is important for you to figure out what program you're doing is so that you can go through that little equation at the beginning to figure out how many containers you are going to be eating each day. So for me personally, scrolling down here, being in the 21 to 2400, I know, and I only know this because I've been doing this for a year and a half, I can have 6 vegetable containers a day. Before, I probably had 1 vegetable a day, especially when we go out to eat. Maybe for lunchtime, you're not really getting a serving of vegetables. So it just keeps you conscious of making sure that you're getting balanced nutrients throughout your day. So a couple of tidbits that I would definitely recommend are to have most of your carbs throughout the day versus saving them for the night. Okay? If you're thinking to yourself, well, Emily, I'm a late night snacker. Okay, I'm willing to make small changes, but I know that right now I'm somebody that snacks at night. What I would do, save your Shakeology for the evening. That's what I would do. Every other day, I have Shakeology for dessert versus having it for breakfast. And the reason being is that it prevents me from snacking on things that I don't need to be eating. All right. So this is awesome. These are in every program. You can print these out and fill them in. Basically, what you would do is put in your plan. So you would be plan A, plan B, plan whatever, and show your calorie target. Here you would list the number of containers you are allotted based on the calorie bracket you fall into. All right. From there, this one honestly isn't my favorite, just to be honest with you. I will show you one that I like a little bit better. Every program is going to have the same vegetables that are approved. If you can find another vegetable that's not on this list, mad props to you. Sure, you can eat it. If it's a vegetable, it's a vegetable. Fruits, same thing. Proteins, same thing. Carbs, healthy fats, oils and seeds, seeds and dressings. What's also nice is that every single program is going to have lots of different dressings for you to try. Okay? I don't recommend that you spend one Sunday making 5 different salad dressings. Play around with one. Again, you have this for the whole year. Just play around with one on a Saturday afternoon. Figure out what you like and make one for the whole week. All right? There's also going to be free foods. All right? So things like if you want to add peppermint to your chocolate shake. In the wintertime, I make a peppermint mocha. So I put coffee, chocolate Shakeology, and peppermint extract into my shake. It is awesome. All right. It's also going to have like garlic and ginger and hot sauce and things like that are all free food. You do not have to track these. What's also cool is that your yellow container being your carb, you can actually swap out throughout the week. This is what you would swap out for wine or alcohol if you're having it at home. If you're going out with friends, don't be too strict on yourself, okay? You don't have to count absolutely every ingredient that goes into something. Like if you're making a casserole, don't get all beat up if you put in like half a cup of cream of mushroom soup. Your body, it's not gonna affect anything that you're doing, all right? It's also going to give you tons of awesome water recipes, how to make different types of coffee and teas, and things like that. Let me see what else is down here. Every program is also going to give you their favorite recipes. The coolest part is it's also going to give you the breakdown of the containers. It's also going to tell you exactly how to make it. All right? If you do not know how to cook chicken, place it on a cutting board. Hold it. Cut it with your palm on top and carefully slice it in half horizontally. Guys, it literally walks you through step by step by step. If you're still a little bit nervous, that is why I'm here. You can always reach out. It's also going to let you know how long you can keep certain ingredients. So for example, I made this meal and I have this for the next 4 days. I'm planning on having this twice for dinner and then twice for lunch, okay? So like I was saying, every program has its own like quote unquote featured recipes. So just scroll through. You can check out every program if you want to, but that's the core of each of those. So much information. Don't be overwhelmed by it. Don't be overwhelmed by it. If you are, how I want you to make this super simple is your first week, just work out, having your workout calendar printed out so you can cross it off, and drink your Shakeology. Okay? Get consistent in doing that. Once you are working out every day and you are drinking Shakeology every day, then pop out those containers. Okay? You don't have to make a whole lifestyle change overnight. That's why you have this for a year. Okay? So start small and add in. Say you're somebody that wants to simply just prep your lunches. You say, Emily, I can get home every night to make my dinner. I don't want to prep my dinner. It's just a little too much for me to add to my plate right now. Totally cool. I make lunch super simple. It is a salad or a sandwich or a wrap of some sort. Okay? So keep it as simple as that. I'm going to actually show you now meal planning. All right? So we'll have about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to open this up for questions. Again, I did save this or record this so you guys can all check this out. Okay, so awesome thing about Pinterest is there's a bunch of stay-at-home moms out there in the world that are making these things all damn day. So don't reinvent the wheel if you're feeling too overwhelmed right now. Figure out what calorie bracket you fall into based on the program you want to start with, and then simply type in that calorie bracket into Pinterest. Okay? Even if you're not doing the 21-day fix, most of the meal plans are going to pop up with this listed purely because they were patented. The containers were patented with the 21-day fix program. Autumn Calabrese patent those. So that's why most of them are going to be listed under the 21-day fix. So scrolling down through here, it's going to literally give you the container breakdown. So why this might have only half a square, it's half a purple container. Okay? So this person is not having Shakeology for breakfast. Instead, they're having it as a snack. As you can see, dinner or lunch throughout the week is the same. It just depends on if you're somebody that can eat the same food every day. If not, don't do it. You don't have to. These are purely just guides for you to follow and fill in at your own pace. Okay, so the first thing is first, when you go to meal plan, is print out a weekly meal planner. As you can see, this is based on the 1,800 to 2,100 calorie bracket. So it's going to give the number of containers based on this calorie bracket. You can do the same thing listed for whatever calorie bracket you fall into. What I do first is I start with my easiest meals. For me personally, it's Shakeology. Okay, so you want to print this off first, okay, and just have it week by week, or you can print out 2 and have, since there's about 4 weeks in each month, the first and the third week can be the same, and the second and fourth week can be the same. You'll find that when you start to eat whole, real foods, your body can and will kind of fall in love with eating the same things over and over and over again. All right? So I start with Shakeology first because I know every day that my Shakeology is going to be 1 red container, a fruit, and then 2 teaspoons because I add peanut butter. So I can fill that in, whether that I'm having it for breakfast, whether I'm having it for lunch, a snack, whatever. I fill that in Monday through Sunday. After that, I fill in my dinner. Why I do dinner is I find that to be the hardest meal for me personally. So all I would do then is go to Pinterest and I would type in, let me backtrack really quick. What I do is I try to pick 2 proteins a week. I meal plan and prep on a budget. Okay, I'm not going out there and getting steak, ground meat, chickens, salmon, and whatever. Okay, if you want to, go ahead. If your budget allows for it, that's awesome. I just not a big deal for me right now. So this week we did chicken and we did ground turkey. We pretty much do chicken and ground turkey every week. They're the cheapest proteins, and they're so versatile that you can do a lot with them. All right, so I would go here, and you're going to be blown away by how simple this is. 21-day fix chicken dinner recipes. And you will get all of these wonderful chicken dinner recipes. More than that, because you typed in 21-day fix, it's going to give you the calorie or the container breakdown. So then all you would do is go back to your chart and fill in what dinners you're going to have. And then at the top, cross off the colored or the letter based. So say, for example, for dinner, you were having, like I did, almond floured crusted chicken breast with mixed veggie. Okay, I know that that was 1 red for the chicken, crossed 1 red off. I know that I was having double veggies that night for dinner, cross off 2 green. I know that my orange was being a cedar dressing, and I know that that was going to cover the oil that went into my chicken to make it. All right, so that was my dinner. Very, very simple. Okay, same thing is if I have Shakeology filled in here, cross off one red, cross off one purple. So I do Shakeology first, I do dinner second, and then I do lunch third. Why? Well, because lunch is pretty much going to either be leftovers or I'm going to take that protein and put it into a salad or a wrap. Very simple. We're girls, most of us eat salads and wraps anyway. Or you can have bread. You can have a bagel. You can have a waffle. You can have pancakes. It's all listed under the approved food list. What I mean by that is if you don't want to search through every program to find it, you can type in colored container approved foods. And it's going to show you that whole list that I already showed you. Anything along these lines you can type in. Again, all of this stuff is uploaded into the official accountability group. So if you're still in prep week, you will see all of this tomorrow. Otherwise, I will just tag everyone in it so you can at least see it. Okay? So that's pretty much how I do it. And then from there, it's just filling in snacks. Because this is encouraging a whole food style diet, your snacks are going to be fruits, veggies, and a protein. My snacks are typically, I get a giant thing of yogurt. All right? I get yogurt, berries, carrots, and a ranch seasoning packet. Okay? So my snacks are typically yogurt being a protein. I will mix in a ranch seasoning packet and have that with carrots. To be honest, ranch actually grosses me the hell out. Like, I hate it. But I like yogurt. It's just a little bit thinner. It's not so, like, mayonnaise-y texture, I guess, to me. So that's why I do it that way. How I then use that one ingredient for other places throughout the week, so again, you're saving money, is instead of having a savory snack, put honey and berries into your yogurt. There you're utilizing one ingredient in multiple ways. Saves you money by doing it that way. All right? So that is pretty much what I do. So I just print off an empty meal plan. I fill in what I'm having. And then all I do is then print off this thing. Okay? And I'm going to upload both of these then too. It is this thing right here. The 21-day fixed shopping list. So all you do is put down whatever vegetables you're having, proteins, carbs, fruits. So why do I tell people that meal prepping and meal planning saves you time? Is because you go to the store and you know exactly what to get. You're not like, well, what if like I have this? And you're standing there and it's like, okay, well, if I have this, what am I going to have with it? Don't do that. We don't have time. We're all busy, busy people. So we need to be effective and productive with our time, or efficient and productive with our time. All right, so you can print all these out. I'm going to upload all of these again if I haven't already to the group so that you guys can then print these out. I just do it week by week. I don't plan for the whole month. If you want to and you want to be badass, go ahead and do that. But other than that, I'm going to unmute all of you and you can just all start asking questions. Let me find you first because I don't know where I put you all. Okay. Actually, let's start with Allie. What questions do you have?
Okay, so I wanted to ask about Shakeology.
Yes.
So if I'm like going to have it for breakfast most of the time, and I'm like going to work, and I get like I'm gonna do my workout later that day, does that mean I could still have my Shakeology for breakfast even if I didn't like work out before or after I had it? Is that like not recommended?
You don't have to have your Shakeology based around your workout.
Okay, that's what I was worried about because there's days that I feel like I haven't taken it because I'm worried like it won't do what it needs to do because I didn't get my workout in.
You're totally fine. It's not considered a protein shake, okay? You can still have protein if you want to. To be a protein shake, it has to have more than, I think it's like 21 grams of protein to be considered a protein shake. If you have a protein shake supplemented into your day, do that with Shakeology. Like you can have both of those. Because Shakeology is not considered a protein shake. Now, they call Shakeology a meal replacement shake. For it to be a meal, I want you to be adding a fruit and something else to it, meaning like a nut butter or coconut oil, something along those lines. Because otherwise, if you're just having it mixed with milk and ice and you're blending it, you're going to be hungry within 2 hours. So I don't want you to think in your head like, well, this is a meal. Like, should I still be hungry? No, it's not enough calories in it for you to feel that full. When you think about a banana, on average, well, the bananas in the United States have about 200 calories in them. So add that on top of Shakeology, which is 160 calories. That's about a 360, 400 calorie meal. That's a meal. That's considered a meal.
Mm-hmm.
So don't worry about making it fit around your workout.
Okay. And it counts as one red, right? As
yes.
The contain. Okay, good.
So either if you have the packets, that's one red, or if you have the scoop, that's one red.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
That's pretty much it, I think, that I was mostly worried about. I already
you have so much
printed
out.
off
I
everything.
love it. And also, too, in their food list, when it shows you, like, what's approved for, like, proteins, you'll see Shakeology. It'll tell you one scoop or one.
Oh, yeah, it did say that. Yeah, I think it's a scoop, and I just figured that meant packet as well.
Yeah. So whichever you guys got.
Cool.
Good question.
Thank
you. Okay, Chelsea.
Oh, man. So the timing thing kind of freaks me out. So when I first looked at the packet, it was like, eat breakfast at 7 a.m. and then Shakeology at 10. I was like, oh my God. Like with my schedule, I'm like looking at my calendar and I'm like, well, I have a doctor's appointment at 10 o'clock. And it's just, now that you, like I've heard you say that you can do Shakeology any time of day. But is there a certain time I should have like lunch? Is there a certain time I should have a snack? Is it supposed to be spaced out with some like hour increment?
I recommend eating every 2.5 hours. That's what I would recommend. Everyone's schedule is obviously different. If you're a nurse, you don't have that luxury of being able to do that. So what I would suggest based on that schedule is try to stay consistent every day. So say if you're a nurse, and I know nurses that are coaches and I know nurses that aren't coaches. So nurses that are coaches say, you can eat. There's time to eat. Everyone just makes as an excuse and say that they can't get it done. Everyone has 5 seconds to reach into their bag and grab something. You have control over what you are reaching into and grabbing. That is why it's important to just plan ahead. Maybe you don't plan for the whole week. Maybe you just plan the night before for the next day. Again, this fits your lifestyle. It does not have to fit what everyone else is doing. So with that being said, I would encourage you, if you can, eat every 2.5 hours to stabilize your blood sugar levels, which means you're not crashing, you're not craving things, and it just helps your body just to adjust to all of this a little bit more easily. If you don't have that luxury of being able to eat every 2.5 hours, try to eat at the same times every day. When you do that, your body's going to grow accustomed to this is when we eat. It's going to be hungry at that time, not sporadically throughout the day. Remember, your body's a system, so that's why you want to try to get into as consistent as a schedule based on your life.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And hi, Jody.
Hi.
Do you have any questions? I know you're driving.
Yeah, I am driving. Sorry.
You're totally fine. You're totally fine.
I just wondered, I guess, about like Chobani. I always eat their flips. Is that something you would not recommend?
I would have that as a treat.
Okay.
So you can replace your yellow container. So say if you're somebody that's like, I don't really like potatoes and rice and stuff. I find that my yellows are pretty much like granola or something along those lines. Have your Chobani there. I would have no more than 4 a week. So try not to have one every day.
Okay.
They are awesome, though. I totally agree with you.
Yeah, when you said that you get the yogurt, I don't like the plain yogurt, so.
Right. What I don't either. Like, it's actually disgusting. It's actually really disgusting. So what I do is I add honey. You can add cinnamon too. Cinnamon is actually a sweet, natural sweet curber, I guess. Curbs your sweet tooth. That's what cinnamon does. So I add it to your Shakeology if you want to. Add it to fruit. If you're making pancakes throughout the week, anything like that. Your coffee, cinnamon helps to curb your sweet tooth. Others, fun little fact, if you like spicy food, hot sauce actually helps you to eat less because it has so many flavors in it, from garlic to peppers to sometimes ginger in it. All of those different flavors, it's satiating your body, and so that, or your palate. That's why you don't really crave things after it.
Okay.
So I would just have those 4 days a week. Try not to have it any more than that just because of the sugar content.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And again, guys, this is something, we have this for the whole year. I'm going to be doing a video like this every Sunday. Moving forward, I'm just going to open up for you guys to ask questions. All right. I'm going to save this recording so everyone can go back and look through it. But every Sunday, I'm just going to go live through a video like this so you can just sit down and tell me what went well this week, what you were struggling with, what are your goals for the coming week, and just ask questions. Thumbs up. Wait, hold on, Allie. I think you're talking. Go
Can
ahead.
you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, I have one more question that's
Yeah, go
kind
ahead.
of random. Where does milk fall into like the pre-foods? Because I don't think I saw it on the list, and I figured it'd be like a protein.
It falls into a yellow container.
Okay.
It falls into a yellow container. Interesting thing about this and why I don't have people tracking macros is that, as you probably noticed, is that vegetables, proteins, and carbs, they're all separate containers.
Mm-hmm.
They're all carbs. They're all carbs. Okay? The reason that Autumn broke that up is because if she only gave you yellow carbs to eat, you would not eat fruits and vegetables for your carbs. So that's why it's broken up that way. For milk, I do have that here really quick. It'll show you up. Actually, give me 2 seconds. Did just have it. Okay. So 2 times a week, you can replace one of your yellow portions with a beverage from this list. Again, guys, you don't have to follow this super strictly. For most of you, working out every day wasn't a part of your routine. That alone is going to cause you to see huge changes in your life, or in your body, in your attitude, in your mindset, in your confidence, all of that. More than that, replacing one meal a day or adding Shakeology to your diet every day, that's also going to cause huge changes and results as well. So who gives a flying F if you have 3 yellow containers of milk a week? Nobody cares. It's not going to drastically affect your progress whatsoever. All right?
Okay. Thank you.
You are welcome. Have fun with this. Don't become obsessive with the containers. If you find yourself doing that, getting overwhelmed, stressed out about it, reach out to me. We will find something that works better for you personally. All right? Okay, girls. Tomorrow's Monday, May 1st. I'm so effing excited that it's the 1st and it's a Monday. OCD is like loving that. So I will see you guys all then. Personally, reach out if you have any questions, or in the group chat. That's why I left it there. And we'll go forward from there.
Thank
Bye.
you.